How's it going, everybody? Got another tutorial for you. I've been slacking a little bit because I've been kind of sick, but you know, when in doubt and I don't know what to draw, I usually end up drawing Spawn. So, just to quickly take you through this, I used a skull as a default base just to slam in there, and I used an app called Handy, which is great because you can light and pose hands and skulls, and it's freaking awesome. So you should check it out. It's only a couple bucks. It's on iOS. So I did that just because, you know, I'm just sketching around. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it, and it always looks better, you know, when you do this stuff anyway. So when I'm using something like that skull, I still don't like just trace it one for one. I get in like a rough block in, and then I'll turn it off, and I'll put in my own hand in there so that it doesn't feel like it's just like some traced garbage. So, you know, you get your own style built into it when you turn it off and kind of start working it on your own. So all I really wanted was just like a quick portrait of Spawn, and his cape is one of the main like defining features of him. So I had to get some of that in there. And like the top part of the cape is always like cool and pointy and curvy. And I think it was Raf Grassetti modeled a 3D Spawn when I did this. I got inspired by him partly. And so I took kind of his design for the face mask, and yeah, I used that, which I thought was really cool. We kind of had it wrapping around the back of the head and stuff. So what you saw just now is I took that skull again and I dropped it on overlay on top of a flat layer, and then I got kind of like a lighting sort of built in just as a quick base. In my layers, I keep pretty simple. You know, I have the skull on a layer, the cape on a layer, and then the background on a layer. You don't want to go too crazy, and like, I don't know, I don't like to, because then I feel like it's kind of complicated and hard to keep track of. So, and then when you get to this stage, you can quickly color everything and just block in like some flats, and then throw on like a screen or an overlay and add some shadow and some light, and then it's going to hit a point pretty soon where I'm happy with what I have, and I will flatten everything, including the lines, all onto like just like a one layer, and I'll paint on top of that, and then I'll paint out the lines. So I always thought Spawn was cool because he has a really nice complementary color scheme. It's a little tricky though to make it not look Christmassy. I think the key is with any sort of complementary color scheme is making one of the colors more desaturated than the other. So the green is highly saturated, and the red kind of is now too, but it's darker at least. So like the chroma value is lower, and chroma is a little different than saturation, right? It's like, chroma's hard to explain, and maybe we should talk about that in another video that's longer. But it's kind of like where the brightest point for each color is, and that varies between colors and stuff. So if something's darker, it can still be saturated, but the chroma is still lower, so it's not as vibrant, I guess, is the easiest way to explain it. Because if you have too much of that happening, then they're going to compete with each other and stuff. So right now I'm just kind of knocking in like some quick like backlight, I guess. I wanted the thing to feel like it was kind of backlit, so it's like a bluish sort of like moonlight almost. And you know, I saved my favorite part till the end, which is the crazy smoke on the eyes and stuff. I always have to overdo that. Yeah, and like the cloth, kind of trying to figure out, like, I added those little bits on the bottom to kind of help the composition feel a little more weighted, and it felt empty down there. So, but you'll notice too, like when I'm doing this, I'm kind of working around in a circle, and I'm trying to hit the whole painting like in passes. It's good to do, and it's hard for me to remember to do that too, but you know, if you only focus on one area, everything's going to feel unbalanced. So if you can do it all at once, just kind of do like a little pass of light and then a little pass of detail and over throughout the whole painting, then it comes together faster and it comes together looking nicer. So, and there's my little smoky eyes. That's just on a new layer. I put down like a quick line with my paintbrush, and then I smudge it around to give it kind of that smoky look. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, I think, guys. you know, if you like this, obviously like and subscribe, do all that stuff. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want me to paint. I'm always down for new ideas. Sometimes it's hard to think of stuff. So, like I said, when I don't have an idea, I just default to Spawn. So, all right, guys, take it easy.